Hi guys, Funsho here. Welcome to Blockchain Marketing. Just wanted to touch on a couple of subjects with you first that are going on in the industry right now that I think are massive. And the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about is something that's just been introduced into China, and that is that blockchain as a technology now has been accepted as evidence in a court of law. And I think that's huge, absolutely huge news, because it shows that the adoption is there. And I think it's only a matter of time before lots of other countries will also jump on board with that. So that was something that I wanted to share with you guys. And I said that I would talk to you about how different companies can get found online for the services that they provide, not just for their company name. And I think it's something that a lot of you will already know, but you still haven't done anything about it. And you're missing out massively as a result. So, what do I mean by that? If I go onto the internet looking for a company, let's say it's Insta Supply, and I know exactly who they are, but I want to go on their website or I want to find out what their telephone number is. It could be a number of different reasons. So I'm going to go straight onto any search engine and I'm going to type their name in. And if they've got a website, lo and behold, their website is going to come up. Likewise, if they've got any social media accounts, so if they're with Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn or any of these, then I'm going to find different ways to be able to contact this organisation. But if I am trying to find a service or a product in particular, and I don't know what company I'm going to choose yet, I'm still going to use exactly the same medium to try and find that. But are you actually going to get found for the service you provide? So if I'm a plumbing service, if I type in plumber in Leamington Spa, is my business being found? And if it's not being found, then you're missing out on a huge percentage of new business potential. So how are you going to make sure that you're being found for these kind of searches? Search engine optimization is a key element. Obviously, your website needs to have the right words appearing upon the pages. You need to make sure that the descriptions that have got your meta tags and titles done correctly. And you also need to make sure that you've got a social media presence that is also using these exact keywords that you're expecting your audience to type in. And I want to touch on that a little bit more to make sure that you're not being too generalised in what you're doing there. Because if you're a plumber in Leamington Spa, that isn't the only thing that you want to look for, because you might also be able to deal with an extra radius. You might be able to travel as far as Warwick or Kenilworth or Stratford. So you also want to be found for plumber on that. But then you've also got to delve even further into it, because just because you're a plumber, what job is it that you're actually looking for? Because you might do out of hours emergency calls and they might pay you the most money. So would it be a good idea to be found online for emergency plumbers, 24-hour, Leamington Spa, Warwick, Kenilworth, Stratford, Coventry? How far can you travel? Is it worth it for your money? These are the kind of things that you need to look at and really think about to make sure that you are capitalising on the marketplace and you're actually picking and choosing the best jobs that you'd really want to get that make you the most profit as a business. So how do you go about doing something like that? That's something that I will definitely be explaining to you guys in a future video, because it's made up of a lot of different components. But what I really wanted to do is make sure that people understand the importance of being found for what they actually do as much as who they are. And I think even more surprising really is that some of the people that might watch this video might not even have a website yet. There are so many ways you can make sure that you're found on the internet, and there are so many services out there that you can take advantage of, and you don't need to be paying big money out to do it either. There are people like Wix.com where you can get yourself a free website, and that is more than adequate to be able to facilitate what's needed so that you've actually got an online presence. Where you need to make sure you do your homework is looking at how search engine optimization works today in this day and age, and what keywords you're going to use. Are you going to have some video content? Are you going to have any photographs? These are all key things that you need to do. So let me explain a little bit about the video aspect, because we're in a day and age now, as you can see, you're watching this video now, where video marketing is so important, and it's a way to be able to give credibility for you as a person, your product, your brand, and the work that you carry out. So using that example that I was talking about earlier about a plumber, if you've done work, then take a film of it. Just ask the people at the location that you're carrying this work out, do you mind if I do a quick video to use as my collection to show people? It's not something that they're likely to say no to, but what it will do is it will give you the opportunity to put videos out there that people can see, number one, the work you've carried out, but number two, you can also show people how you've carried that work out. And that is another door that you've just opened for yourself, because the amount of people that try to do things themselves these days, why not be a person or a business that people associate with carrying out quality work and great instructional and informative videos about how to carry out a certain service? That's just another idea for you guys out there. So coming back to the social media element of what I'm talking about here, Facebook. Go and get yourself a Facebook business page. It's free. Open up the business page, put your logo on there, put a cover image on there, make sure your telephone number's on there, make sure your website's on there, make sure there's a good description of your business and the products and services that you provide, and make sure you tell people the areas that you cover. For some people, you might have a product or service that you're offering that wouldn't be relevant because it's a national product that you've got, but a Facebook page is still vital for you because it's one place that a lot of people will spend their time. And post regular content, post information about what it is that you do. What are you doing today? Where are you off to? What are you going to carry out in terms of work? Put some photographs of the work that you've carried out. Make sure you're using the right hashtags. Put hashtags in there for your locality, for different aspects of the work that you're carrying out. It might be that you fixed the leaky tap. It might be that you've fit a brand new bathroom. It doesn't matter. You're telling people and you're building a story as to what kind of business you are, how credible you are. The people that haven't got any information anywhere are much more at risk than the people that are putting all of their information out there. They're much more likely to be chosen and they're much more likely to be trusted. Tell people how long you've been going for. Use different people to give reviews, to give feedback about your work. Even if there's negative feedback that you get, use that feedback to make sure that that's improved in your business. These are all key things. And I'll be honest with you, I was hoping to go into a lot more depth with a lot of other aspects of this as a whole, but I've decided to actually break it up into different components because I think it's going to be easier to drip feed to people, because a lot of what I've just said on this video now, if you haven't done any of it, there's going to be a lot of work that you've got to carry out. I'd love for you guys to please give me some sort of feedback as to what I've said to you today. If you could like, subscribe, and leave some comments and any questions that you've got below, I'd really appreciate it, and I always answer all my questions. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Also, if you want to follow me on any social media platform, use @marketingfunshow. Have a great day. Bye bye.